Hey guys, it's Blaire, the Love Guru from loveguru.net, thealiennetwork.com, and horsehealer.net. And oh my God, it's so fun in the Matrix these days, right? Are you enjoying it? I am thoroughly. So we're talking about the Charlie Kirk thing today. My God. You know what? So much to say. First off, has this pulled you in? Has it like activated something in your soul? Because it sure as hell has for me. It almost feels as exciting as Con 19. I mean, dare I say that? I feel the same energy that I felt back then. I did watch some videos about, let's just say different angles. I have to watch what I say on this platform, obviously, for obvious reasons. I did watch some videos to get a full idea of the incident, okay? And then I watched some news interviews. Like there's certain things that were that are very entertaining around this. Like yesterday, I think it was, I caught the live broadcast of the police chief and FBI, or police chief of like the college campus and the FBI, like giving their speech. And if you haven't seen that, like the police, I don't know what his title was, like the police captain of the college, I found that very entertaining. There's like certain elements of this thing just so enjoyable. And I'm like, Blaire, you know, you're getting like these like weird, is it weird to be getting dopamine hits off of this? And then I was like, whatever, you can't feel bad about it. I mean, I feel like anybody who is awake and aware, there's like some sort of giddiness around this, because like if you've been through several or many hundreds of these FFs, like I think that you're very used to looking at video footage. You're very used to like being drawn in by it, being excited by it. I don't know. I don't think that's just me. You could let me know below. And then I was watching videos of like the news interviewing some eyewitnesses. Oh my God, it's fucking great. It's like, it brings you back to the days of Sandy Hook, like for real. And that's it. I haven't watched so much video online, but it's very exciting to me. I mean, I'm busy, like, you know, the timing of all of this is very interesting. So first off, what started dinging me, like, because I get like dinged when like I have to pay attention to certain things. Like, so what started dinging me was like the Epstein survivors, I guess they're calling themselves, came out with a press conference. And I thought that was like a little humorous. So that kind of pulled me in a little bit. Like none of the other stuff with Epstein pulled me in, but the press conference, I watched that and I was like, this is enjoyable. I was watching that. And then all these survivors, which by the way, like all these women, I'm not taking away from anything that happened, okay? Because that was real. But like all these women are actresses. Like you do understand that, right? So then what happened was like the news media, who's always telling the truth, you know, started interviewing all of them. So I was like, just from afar, I was watching this. It was just for like a day or two, right? But like all of a sudden, all the news outlets were like picking it up and like interviewing these girls. And like they named Trump, and then they named like, who else did they name? I don't know. I was like kind of giggling at that. Like that was like maybe a simmer for me. Like I was dinged by that, by my soul. And it was like a little, like a simmering. Like it was like, I was giggling from afar. You know, I just watched the press conference that they did. And I was just giggling from afar that I saw, like then all the news media outlets started picking them up. I was like, okay, this is a little interesting. And then the Charlie Kirk thing happened, and I was like, oh, that was like when my soul was like, yes, Blaire, yes. So first off, write down below the video, comment below, right? Like all the fucking retards on YouTube are like, comment below, were you pinged when, like, how was your body feeling? Like, what was going on with you? Was like your soul pinging you when this Charlie Kirk thing happened? Because I'm telling you, like, it sure as hell did for me. Like, I'm having to ground myself and like really try to focus because I'm doing work. Because I just feel excited. Like it, and it's not, I'm not, let me clarify. It's not about the incident. It's about when your mission is activated, like there's this excitement in your soul. So I felt this during Con 19. I made a lot of videos. The whole Alien Network website, the aliennetwork.com website of mine went up. All right. During that time, it was already up, but like I built it all out. All these audios were downloading into me. I started writing truth news. Like I was very heightened, like doing my work then because it's part of my mission. So my soul was dinging me. And now with this Charlie Kirk thing, my soul's dinging me again. For the last several years, I mean, I made videos throughout the years. There were other FFs that pulled me in, but this one's, it's back like old time's sake. Like, it's just exciting. I mean, they have made this character, oh, do I need to move a little bit? They have made this character, back, the sun, okay. They have made this character into a superstar. This Charlie Kirk guy, I never knew who he was. I still don't even really know who he was. But like all these bots on YouTube have popped up and are like now putting clips from his talks. Oh, dude, this is just, there's so many elements of this that are just so fucking great. And I was driving home, I was driving home today, and I was just thinking, like, could you imagine like the behind the scenes conversations or like however this rolls out, that they were like, look it, dude, you're gonna be playing this character and, you know, whatever, you're gonna be doing X, Y, Z. And then, you know, you're gonna get killed through like low quotes, killed, okay? Because again, we're on a censored, we're on a censored outlet. And then what's gonna happen is that we're gonna put you into like, what's that called? Like witness protection type, you know? Because you know he's one of the, he's in an alphabet organization, right? Like, are you aware of this or no? So then they're like, we're gonna like, you know, we're gonna move you. We're gonna move you to a different state, different area. I'm just trying to get out of the sun reflection here. You know, I think he has a wife that has blonde hair. Again, I kind of like just briefly looked at like pictures and stuff. But you know she's going to go back to her regular like brown hair. And that's it. You start again. I mean, it's just fascinating to me. I love this stuff. And it's so interesting, the timing of it too, because, well, first off, like, so I got a late start yesterday. So yesterday was September 11th. And I missed the whole, like, is it considered like a yearly mourning ceremony? Like the yearly ritual, like mourning ritual? Mourning, MOURNING, where they read out all the names from 9/11. Do they still do that? I mean, it's like 20 years later, 20 plus years later. Are they still doing that? So I kind of was like, I felt a little bit off because I passed some TVs and I didn't see it like on the TV. But then again, like I didn't get out of my like house until like later. So like I wasn't exposed to like Matrix happenings until later. So I don't know, it seemed kind of weird. And then when I went online, there was no 9/11 stuff. It was just all Charlie Kirk, like all blasted through, like all the, you know how they put like the news outlets like on YouTube several years ago. So like all the news outlets were highlighted on how they were covering like Charlie Kirk this, that, all all these like celebrity, whatever, political big influencers on YouTube were like, they're making dedications to him. Like, it was just like all this stuff. I was like, this is fantastic. And I was like, did they think that people were done with, like, are people over the 9/11 mourning ritual? Like, are people not interested in this anymore? Because it lasted very long on how they were always like doing things around it. So I feel like, again, I forgot what goes on during this like time of year, but obviously like we're in a very special like period that they had to pop off some major things, or a major thing, but there's going to be other things that follow, because of course there's always major things that follow. But like, I feel like this is more exciting than like the mysterious drones that were happening back in like, was that November 2024? Like, I feel like this is more exciting than that. I feel like this is like, just like it. This is like the pinnacle of something, you know? And then what else did I want to say? I don't know. The NPCs are going wild. Like, if you go on to like certain threads, or like even just under YouTube videos, which a lot of those are bots anyway, but like, oh, it's fucking great. Like, someone in this area, like where I live, like hung up a sign or some kind of banner or something like dedicated to Charlie Kirk. And then people were talking about it locally on how they're not supporting that business anymore. My God, it's fucking great. What else do we want to talk about here? Oh, I was just going to say, like, also the timing of this is like, so I don't know if you're aware, if you're new here or what, but I teach these freedom activist classes for groups, where I take groups through like the awakening process and like a transformation to step into, like, if they're concerned about what's going on in the world, like how to step into a leader who leads in truth, honesty, integrity, and for the good of all. I call them awakened warriors. And this is stuff that I've been teaching for a long time, like this material on how to be a leader who leads in truth, honesty, integrity, and for the good of all. And it requires you to get educated as to what's really going on in the world, not the illusions that you're being presented by the media and the government, but the truth of what really happens here in this realm, what has been happening since we've been a kid. And then I take you through a process. So it's like a deprogramming process that I'm helping you heal the programming that you have, the mental, the emotional, and childhood wounds. It's a whole process. So like, if you're just like newly waking up, or like you don't understand, like maybe you understand some things that are going on, but not other things, you're going to have to be taken through a process like I take people through these freedom activist classes, because otherwise, your mind's not going to understand how to piece it together. There's too much shitty material online, like so many things to take you down different rabbit holes that you're just not going to understand what's going on until you, like, that's why I was guided by spirit, soul, my source, God, to put together these trainings for groups. When Con 19 happened, that was like very clear guidance of like, Blaire, you're going to be teaching groups to do, you know, to teach them about what's going on, what has been going on. And so it takes you step by step. You're going to have to understand piece by piece. So the interesting timing of all this was like, I've been updating my classes. Like I've been gathering material for years. I mean, again, since Con 19. So that's like 6 years now, 5-6 years now. And, I was teaching different classes, and like now it's all like, fix these things up. People are like, the collective is like fully ready for this. Like pull everything together basically. So I was updating my class about PSYOPs. And then like the next class after that was like walking people through like a specific PSYOP, or I guess I could say it now, false flag. Like, so now like the motivation and excitement was always there, but like now it's even juicier, because I think I'm going to probably, as one of the FFs, I have to switch back to the code language, is that I think one of the things I'm going to break down is this Charlie Kirk shooting. We'll just kind of casually fix my hair as we do air quotes. I think I'm going to do the George Floyd shooting too, because when you understand that not just George Floyd shooting, whatever, like the I Can't Breathe guy, the Black Lives Matter. Because again, like when you understand like how this whole thing started, like the whole all the dominoes fall over. Like you just get it. So whatever, that's my little check-in. I find this time very exciting. Let me know in the comments if you're very excited too. If your soul is activated, do you have a mission related to something like this? Are you supposed to be one of the leaders of the new earth? One of the people who are stepping up into a position of power? Do you feel the call from your soul or no? Which is fine if you don't, but I don't know if you're in the right place if that's the case, because I train people to be leaders, powerful leaders in this world, because all the old structures are crumbling down and it's time for new leaders to step forth. The world is being turned right side up. This old simulation is done. We're stepping into a new one. We're stepping into truth. All the resources for you, literally anything you get at thealiennetwork.com will help you. Same thing with loveguru.net. Literally anything you get, any of my books, audios, it doesn't have to be specifically on topic with this stuff. It's going to help you break out of illusions. You have to start breaking out of your programming. There's so many layers of it. In every single avenue of our life, you need to be breaking out of the programming with all of that. Loveguru.net, thealiennetwork.com, horsehealer.net. Bye-bye.
I first want to thank the local, state, and federal law enforcement who worked tirelessly to capture my husband's assassin so that he can be brought to justice. I want to thank the first responders who struggled heroically